Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're playing a little game with a group of girls called Would You Rather. So what I do, I give them guy number one and guy number two, and each guy comes with some baggage or some things going on, and they have to choose which guy that they would rather date. So no more to say, let's get into it and see which guy the girls pick. Guy number one who makes $200K, but he struggles with infidelity and will have 1 to 2 affairs during your life together. Or guy number two who makes $40K and is loyal.
I'll do guy number two. Guy number one. That sounds so bad.
The 40 can is loyal.
That's some shit right there. You can step out as long as everything is paid for. Because I guess in that regard, a woman has no problem finding somebody on the side. And a man that's a side piece will never tell the main dude. Like, he won't blow up his spot because at the end of the day, he's getting what he wants in the end. Unfortunately, on the back end or in the reverse scenario, you got women who tend to blow up scenarios because they find out that they're the side chick, or maybe they knew that they were a side chick from the beginning and, they wanted more, or they were just feeling petty at the moment. But yeah, she definitely a gold digger for that, though.
Obviously. Well, for me, obviously.
Ooh, that's an easy one. I guess I'll say the guy number two because I couldn't deal with infidelity no matter how much money you make.
Loyal. I would choose $40,000 and loyal.
Okay.
Yes.
Loyalty important to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Definitely the guy who makes 40K and is loyal. Loyalty is super important, and 40K is not that bad. So
Next one here is guy number one who is 50 pounds overweight and makes 120K. Or guy number two who is fit, nice arms, six-pack, great endurance, and makes 35K.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guy number one.
I'll take the first guy.
God damn. Yo. For all the big niggas out there, bro. If you don't got a big joint yourself, she's looking at these other niggas, bro. In her mind, and the only reason why she won't leave is because you got a bigger bag. Like, you get to a bag, and that's what drew her to you in the first place. But man, I remember when I was in Iceland and I'm at the Blue Lagoon, and there's a restaurant inside the Blue Lagoon. So I was like, fuck it. I mean, I got some time before my shuttle leaves. I go in there. I might have been the only black guy in there, but I get a table to myself, and I look across at me. The only other minority there is this Poppy and this badass bitch, like badass Spanish John. Poppy big as hell. He looked like Omi in a Hellcat with a fucking fat ass Louis Vuitton bag on the table, not even on the floor. I was like, yeah, bro got a fucking sack on him, and but I'm sure his girl was wondering how is this one like me? She's probably looking at me like, how is he over here? Like, she knows what her nigga does, and he's like, damn, I wonder what he does, and he's there by himself. But yeah, them big niggas know, like, they girls always looking, but they ain't gonna go nowhere because they got that sack on him.
Yeah, 35K, that's like McDonald's. So I'll go with number one.
The fit one.
Okay.
I make enough money to support us both.
Okay.
I'll say guy number one. We can go to the gym together and work it out.
What if he didn't want to lose any weight? Would you still choose that one?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
that's like hard because like
She said, I guess, but I'll be looking for other niggas on the side, and I'll always keep my social media pages active. I'll be getting my validation from them niggas with six packs sooner or later. Niggas with nice arms and shit like that. The physical attraction is the first level. It gotta be there. If it's not there, what are we really doing? Like, niggas just be playing house. Like, especially Like, oh man. And I know niggas that like chubbier girls. And I guess we all went through a chubby phase in our lives, but nah, if you go to the gym and you see yourself putting an effort on your appearance, you're gonna want somebody that puts effort in on their appearance. That's a given.
Like I don't really value money or like well I guess I value health. So like I mean if he's overweight he could always change him. So I guess I would say the fit guy
Okay.
cuz I care about health, like physical health cuz I think it
It's just like your well-being.
I guess that one.
I think being fit is important. So I want a guy who takes care of his health. 50 pounds overweight is really not that bad, especially if like I have a more active lifestyle. So I wouldn't mind helping him be more active. 50 pounds not that bad. So probably the 50 pounds overweight
50
guy.
pounds. What if he didn't change though? What if he stayed 50 pounds overweight and he
I don't
couldn't
mind.
change?
I don't mind a little.
Okay, a little bigger guy.
Yeah.
All right. Guy number 1.
Just know all them niggas in the gym and her physical trainer gonna be right on that. They gonna smell that shit on her like, oh, you not attracted to your nigga. You probably barely let him hit. The estrogen in your body is calling me. I feel it.
Who is a 3 and has a boat and a second home that's an oceanfront condo, or guy number 2 who is an 8 but lives at home with his parents.
Probably the first one.
Okay.
Just cuz he's doing better in his life.
Okay.
I'm not really one for appearances. Like I care about physical health, but like other than just like being like healthy, I mean you don't have to be like super like fit or attractive just as long as like you're taking care of yourself, but he's obviously taking care of himself and other.
It's something about her fit that I'm really fucking with. Her personality is very like bright. I like that. I can see she's working with what she got. Like her face ain't all that, but the floral bra thing, that shit is fire. She probably stitched that shit together herself. She got the yin and yang heart logo with the cross and I mean it's a lot. It's a lot. She could have just I would prefer just the two, like the cross and the yin and yang, or just the chain and because it kind of. But I like how she layered it. Like you can tell she's kind of a vibe. Like she had a smaller necklace, a medium necklace, and a long necklace. Like I don't know, little shit like that. I kind of peep. It's not all clumbled. It's not all clumped together. And then you got the yellow skirt or pants, whatever that is. Like she can put an outfit together. Maybe this is just me. I like to, matching is not that important to me, except for socks. But like, as long as the outfit pops, like style and fashion, I'm real big on that.
Areas of his life, so
Oh, that's a good one. Probably the 8 who lives at home with his parents, especially in times like these. If he's saving his money, I don't see why. I mean, obviously, it would be better if a guy had his own place. A boat would be nice too, though. But I'd go with the guy who's an 8 and lives at home with his parents.
Guy number 1.
All right. She's honest.
Yeah.
She's so upset though. You see that? Like this nigga, this nigga's a 3, fellas, bro. These women, especially when you got the sack on you, when you ran that bag up, and you in your early 30s, late 30s, whatever bracket you in, and you get that joint that's like everybody's looking at you like, yo, from a distance, she's outside of your league. She's younger, more youthful, things of that nature, bro. Depending on how she was raised, she will suck the resources right out of you, bro. Like imagine waking up every day, you in a big ass house, but you look over and you sleeping next to a 3. That means you're not physically attracted to them. I couldn't do that. I cannot do that. I don't care. That's like me going out here bagging a cougar who says she'll pay for everything for me. She'll build me my own personal gym so I don't gotta go to the gym. I could go to the gym at the house, but I gotta wake up next to her and she just kind of hit. She just kind of old, looking old too. Like, I mean, a part of me just kind of wants to run that up for as long as I can, but I wouldn't feel happy in that type of scenario. That's why Shorty was like, because women will settle. They will they will get a nigga on the side after time, after doing their due diligence and research, because you'll never catch a woman cheating. Maybe one out of every 20. And that's because she was either on some savage shit and she wanted you to know because she really wanted to degrade you as a man, undermine you, or she just fucked up and did some really dumb shit like attached her phone at how phones and Apple Watches are attached together, and messages got sent instead of to her phone got sent to the Apple Watch, and her Apple Watch wasn't on her wrist, it was somewhere else, and you seen it. I know a chick that got caught up like that. I saw that. I saw a clip of that on Steph is Cole's page. Shout out to Steph is Cole, another YouTuber I fuck with.
That home with parents, that's tough because you don't know what somebody's going through, but I'll stick with the 3 and I'll come back.
That's hard. Depends on circumstances.
You feel me? She gonna come back. Deja gonna come back. AKA like the scenario I just described. She's already cheating on you in her mind. She's fantasizing, whatever sex y'all do have, since she's not physically attracted to you, she's dreaming about that 8. She's visualizing that 8 digging her guts out, you feel me? And let you mature a little bit, finally get out your parents' crib. Can I come? Can I slide? Yeah, you can slide.
Okay, so that would
'Cause-
change things for you.
I mean, it would only if because do they just not have motivation, or is it more so? See, that's hard. I would
Yeah.
do the 3.
The 3. Okay.
Yes. Ooh, that's tricky. I'd say the second guy,
Okay.
because that doesn't have to be forever.
Right. And how old are you?
I'm 28.
28. So is
Yeah.
there an age where living at home with the parents would be a deal breaker for you?
I'd say, life happens and, if you need help, you need help. But typically, by the time you're 30, maybe it's time to get on out of there.
All right.
Ooh. I'll say guy number 2. There's still time to move out. I feel like we're still young, so I understand that.
Okay, and how old are you?
21.
Okay, so would you say there's an age where living at home with his parents would not be, or would be a deal breaker for you?
I feel like around age of 25, 26, that's a relative age where I feel like a lot of people are getting their lives together. So if you're still living with your parents, that might be a bit of an issue.
Okay, so if that was the case, then would you choose guy number 1?
I would choose guy number 2.
Still?
She said it might be. It might be an issue. But best believe the number one foundation to every successful relationship is sexual desire. As long as she's sexually attracted to you, that's boom. If she's not, everything else is like the only thing that's keeping y'all together. It's like a house of cards. Like one real gust, it's gonna blow that whole shit up. But if there's genuine sexual desire and attraction there, she gonna stick around and build with you. Like, yo, like, let me motivate you to continue to pursue your passions, accomplish your goals, so we can get out your mom's basement.
Oh, who is guy number 1 again?
The 3 that has the boat and the second home in Miami. And
Oh.
then guy number 2 is an 8, but he lives at home with his parents.
I'll say guy number 1.
Okay. If the guy was 26.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guy number 1 who is 5'4", 5'4", and makes $250K a year. Or guy number 2 who is 6'2" and makes $70K a year.
They're all gonna pick guy number 2. They have to. $70K, that's solid. The average man in the United States makes like 45 grand a year. So niggas making 6 figures, you in that top elite percent, like maybe 5, maybe even 10, 15%, if not higher. I'm pretty sure it's a lot more prestigious than that. $250 a year, that's solid though. Niggas running up that sack.
Well, I'm 5'10", so 5'4" is a little too short for me. If you're 5'4" and you're super confident, that's really sexy. But 5'4" is, like I said, I'm 5'10", so 5'4" is a little too short for me.
I like her cheekbones. I like how when she smiles, she get, she get kind of like bubbly in her bag and shit. Her cheekbones, that's kind of a turn on.
For a taller guy, um, especially when I wear heels. I like wearing heels.
So you're choosing guy number 2.
Yes, guy number 2.
You know, a lot of girls, they're short and they still have these crazy height expectations. But when you're 5'10", it's like, can you really be mad?
Right. There's really not that many people.
Right.
Or
There's
guys
not a lot
taller
of
than me.
there's not a lot of girls who are 5'10". Like if anyone's gonna be picky, I feel like it should be you. Would you date a guy who's shorter than you though?
As long as he's super confident, like I said, I'm gonna wear heels. So if you're confident, and I really like confidence, if you can rock it and you're not insecure about it, then heck yeah.
Perfect. All right.
5'4", 200,000.
250.
Oh, 250.
Or 6'2" and make 70.
We might go for the 6'2" guy.
6'2". How tall are you?
I'm 5'1".
She's 5'1". The nigga is 3 inches taller than her and makes $250 a year. She said no, fuck that. These women want to be protected, bro. They want to feel your presence. Like, masculinity is so much more than just the amount of testosterone in your body. How you look on the outside, if you're tall, if you're short. That's why short niggas gotta do a lot to compensate. That's why most of the short niggas I know that are successful or in striving towards their goals, big ass cars, Hellcats, Hemis, loud cars, you feel me? You gonna hear me coming. Big ass Ford F-250s with the big ass ladder step up type shit. Like they know that they have to make up for a lot. And don't let these niggas get a Napoleon complex and you try to make them feel small. One of my closest friends in high school, linebacker, I played tight end, he played linebacker. But he was short though. My homie though, real close. Read missions together. One of the younger receivers on our team, me and him were seniors. This receiver was, I think he was a junior. He used to like to do pranks and shit like that. He was like one of the leaders on the team, so he kind of had that, the overall respect of everybody. He running around with dart guns, shit like that, pulling pranks. This receiver took one of his darts, ripped that shit in half. Now that wouldn't have been a big deal, but the receiver was like 6'4", and this linebacker, the guy I'm telling you about, the senior like me, he was like, I'm gonna give him 5'4". Bro, he was enraged. Like I've really had to stop him because my man was choking him and everything in his own locker. Like he took him breaking his door as a sign of the ultimate disrespect. Like he felt like he was belittled as a man. He was about to kill him, no cap.
Okay. So even though the 5'4" guy's still taller than you, you would still choose the 6'2" making less money.
Yeah. Probably number 2.
6'2" guy?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'6".
She's fire. She looked like a young Beyonce. Oh my God.
Okay. So would your answer change if the 5'4" guy was like a little bit taller? If he was your height, would you?
No, it wouldn't change. The nigga, the ideal man, and the majority of these women's heads is over 6 foot.
Still choose the 6'2" guy?
I don't know. There's something about people in my family are tall. I just happen to be the short one, So I typically like taller guys, just like a little bit taller than me.
Okay. So what's the shortest guy that you would date?
I'd say probably like 5'8". It's just something about taller guys that I like.
Okay.
They like to feel dominated without being dominated. You dig what I'm saying?
Probably just the taller guy. Again, I don't really care about money, so that's really not a factor in it at all. So I guess taller if I had to pick.
Okay.
Because I'm 5'9", so I'm pretty tall for a girl.
I was gonna
so.
ask. I thought you were taller.
Yeah,
So.
I'm 5'9", so 5'4" would be pretty short
Yeah.
would say.
Would you date a guy who was shorter than you?
Yeah, yeah, I would. I mean, I dated a guy, we were the same height,
Okay.
like exactly. So I mean, I guess it's not the same
Did you
thing.
still
Dated. I wonder how long I wonder how long they dated. I'm gonna guess like a month, and then she's like, "Nigga, nah, this ain't it."
wear your heels?
I don't wear heels.
No?
No, I hate heels.
Okay, so
like,
it doesn't even
So it
matter
doesn't
for
even
you.
matter. But I mean, I would. Yeah, I'm not like superficial like that. But
She would wear heels if the nigga was 6'2". You dig what I'm saying?
if I had a choice,
Yeah.
like, I guess I would pick the taller one.
Right.
Oh, guy number 2.
How tall are you?
5'1".
5'1", y'all heard it. And the nigga 5'4", making 250. She said, "Fuck that nigga."
Oh my gosh, so you would still choose the 6'2" guy?
Oh, for sure. My boyfriend's 6'4".
Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sometimes they like to be picked up like a little kid. I'm gonna chill. I don't get too passionate on this
Okay,
joint.
so you would rather have the tall guy than the guy who makes more money.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is it about the tall factor that stands out to you?
I just feel like taller guys, I'll feel more protected because I'm so short. I want a guy where if we're out and like a situation happens, he can for sure protect me.
Okay. And what is the shortest guy that you would date?
I would say maybe like 5'8".
Maybe 6'2".
Okay, and how tall are you?
I'm 5'2",
Okay.
so I guess I can't be too picky.
Right. But if you had to choose, you would choose the taller guy versus the guy who makes more money?
Maybe, yes.
Okay.
She said maybe it. That's cap. 250 compared to 70, and you picking the 6'2" nigga. Money is not a factor.
I gotta go for the taller guy.
How tall are you?
5'3".
Oh, okay. So even though he's still taller than you would still choose the really tall guy?
I'm always in heels, so I'm going to be taller than him.
Okay. Would you ever date a guy that was shorter than you?
Shorter? No.
What about your
All my short guys out there, bro, run that fucking bag up. I mean, that's all men. All men, run your fucking bag up. That at the end of the day, that's all that matters. At the end of the day, because as soon as you come across these, depending on what age group you're in, you go for the older women or the younger women, and you got your sack right, it don't even matter, bro. They gonna feel that on you,
height?
and you probably gonna be flaunting it too. But it is what it is.
I could make it work.
Okay. If you absolutely had to.
Yes.
Okay. Next one is guy number 1 who is a 4 but pays for everything, is a provider and you don't have to work, or guy number 2 who is a 10 but you're the breadwinner.
1.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, guy number 1.
Okay. You don't want to be the breadwinner.
I'm gonna make money, but I wouldn't mind not having to be the breadwinner.
Okay.
I'm an independent boss, bitch, but fuck all that bullshit I just said.
Number 1.
I do not mind being the breadwinner.
Okay.
If he,
I like that. That was a thorough ass answer. I like that.
you know, a guy who pays for everything, obviously that's really nice. A guy who I'm with, I don't mind paying occasionally. I think that's like I think holding guys to that standard of having to pay for everything is, maybe I shouldn't use the word toxic, but I think there should be some give and take.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't mind being the breadwinner, so I'll say the 10.
Okay.
And I still make all the money.
So attraction to the person in this case would be more important to you than the money.
Yes.
Okay.
The first one.
Okay.
Because, yeah, like I said, I don't really care about looks, but also I'm kind of like old-fashioned, and like I kind of do think that a man has this, like men and women have certain roles, and yeah, I think a man should like kind of be more financially stable. I guess in like a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Like as opposed to the woman being the breadwinner. Also, I have a lot of like passions and hobbies, so I think that'd be really cool if I could just stay home and pursue them. So I guess that one.
I guess that makes sense. But fellas, best believe, if she tells you that she doesn't care too much about looks, and she finds herself not physically attracted to you, she will be cheating on you. If not physically, mentally in her head, which is just as worse. You'll fuck around, be calling her name in the house, and she's just not even paying attention because she doesn't really respect your voice, because she's fantasizing about whoever doing whatever to her. You feel me? Probably just like that, with her eyes closed, like getting her guts dig out. Shout out to that nigga Steph is cold, man. His shit crazy.
I'm the breadwinner.
Okay.
Maybe the first guy.
The four.
Who will support me.
Okay.
Yes.
You care more about that provider kind of mindset versus looks.
It's like I'm an independent woman, but later on in life, you know, if there's a family down the line,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be taking care of kids and whatnot, I would like someone to take care of me.
Got it.
Yes.
I respect that. I'm an independent boss woman, like we just seen the other one, but fuck all that feminist shit. Fuck all that modern women shit. Fuck all that hot girl summer shit. If I'm trying to have a family, which should be the ideal goal for every woman, you know, have a family, raise your children, and you know, if you could squeeze a career in that, perfect. But that should be, or at least the women that I'm looking for, that should be their go-to. That should be their main focus.
Guy number 1 who is 54 years old making $170,000 a year, or guy number 2 who is 30 making $45,000 a year.
See, I don't really care much about age. I've dated guys that have been like older than me and stuff.
Okay.
Not
What's the oldest guy you dated?
I gotta think. Somewhere in their 40s. I don't think I've gotten up to 50 before, but so I don't really care about that. But also, is it dating or marrying? Just it doesn't
Whatever you want
matter.
for yourself. If
For
you wanna get
dating, I
married-
guess it doesn't really matter. I guess I would pick the older one because he makes more, I guess. That sounds superficial. But for marrying, probably the younger one just because we'll have more time together without sounding too hard.
without being too morbid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably the 30-year-old. I would prefer a guy closer to my age. I don't think the 54-year-old would. If he's like my dad's age, I think that would be a little strange for me personally. I mean, some girls are into that, but probably the 30-year-old would.
I would give myself about a 10-year gap.
Okay.
And so since I'm 28, like 38 doesn't seem out of range.
Okay.
As long as they have like a young spirit and they're like, you know, able to keep up with my youthfulness,
Yes.
then I'm fine with it.
Perfect. Okay. So 50.
AKA bust that thing down 2-3 times a day. You feel me? She trying to get dug out. She want a family. She want kids. She 28 too. She ready. She's like a ripe banana. Like she trying to get that shit ate now.
54 is just too old.
Yes.
Okay.
I would do the younger one.
Younger one.
Yes.
What is the like age cap for you? Like, what is the oldest guy that you would date?
I think early 30s.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Guy number 2, not into older men.
Okay. What is the oldest guy that you would date?
I would date a guy who may be at most 10 years older than me.
Okay. And you said you're 21, so
Yeah.
31. All right.
Guy number 2. I don't want my dad and boyfriend to be in competition, you know.
What is the oldest person that you would date?
Mm,
And how old are you?
I always forget. How old am I? Wait, 28.
Okay.
Probably oldest, probably like 40.
Okay. So 54 is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
54?
Yeah.
Number 2.
Number
It's too
2.
old
Okay.
for me.
30 years old.
Yeah.
What is the cap you think for like age? Like, what's the oldest you would date at this point?
I'm 22. So
Okay.
I'd stop at like 36, 35. I wouldn't
Okay.
go
And that's
farther.
still a pretty big jump.
yeah,
But
it's
54.
still, yeah, 54 is like,
Pushing it?
Yeah.
All right. Guy number 1 who is a 9 but can't satisfy you in the bedroom. Or guy number 2 who is a 5 but you have a great sex life.
Oh, guy number 2 for sure.
I'd say guy number 2.
Sex life.
Okay. We're going with the 5.
I guess the 5.
The
It's
5?
great sex life, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the 9
Okay.
and not so great sex life.
She different. I like that. She trying to work with a nigga. Cause it's a lot of young niggas out here. If you don't, as a man, if you don't have a male role model that you look up to, fuck that. Not even look up to. That you respect enough to when this nigga talk, you actually listen with an open ear. Nobody's showing you how to properly please a woman. So at a young age, you go to the free thing, you go right on the internet, you type in some porn and you take mental notes like how he's doing it, how she's reacting to it, and that is your foundation on how to please a woman. So it's extremely fucked up. It's extremely toxic. Like the first four or five the first 4 or 5 women you even go through, you're gonna treat them how that porn star was treating his co-star, and neither of you are experienced as those two individuals you were just watching. So all you're gonna do is create a negative experience for 4 or 5 or even a plethora more women until you come across somebody that's gonna sit you down and show you, yo, like here's a book on like how to please a woman. Like check this podcast out. Like do these type of steps to work on yourself to make sure you're doing these to a woman in the bedroom, like making sure you hit these key points, or it's a plethora of things. But women, if you're in a relationship like that right now, you're attracted to the person, but he's not stimulating you sexually. Talk to him. Don't be like DJ Envy. And for those of you who don't know the DJ Envy story, he hosts the Breakfast Club, the Hispanic DJ on the Breakfast Club. He was at this time he was dating he was married to his wife for 10 years at this time, and they got in an argument one night, and she said, "Well, I've never orgasmed," and he was like, "What do you mean orgasm? I hear you." Like Mona's like, She would be making all these fucking noises and shit. Comes out she was faking it for 10 years. And who knows, like the courting phases and whatever they were dating. So like 10, 11 plus years, she's faking an orgasm. Me personally, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. Like I would have divorced her. I would have tore up the whole crib. Like I would have broke apart the whole family, because she didn't respect him enough to let him know as soon as it happened, or the second time, or the third, or the fourth time it happened. Like, hey, babe, I'm not feeling it. Cause best believe she was getting that validation and attention from some other nigga, whether it be on Instagram, whether it be out at the fucking local coffee shop, at her gym, whatever it is, she's gonna get that. Women will get that stimulation. They will use 4 or 5 or 6 different niggas to stimulate 6 or 7 different areas of their life. And don't let you hit 2 boxes, because she just might fuck with you even more. And she gonna keep you in the loop and might not expect any commitment in return. So yeah, fellas, don't be on no DJ Envy shit, and let your girl be with a woman that don't respect you enough to let you know day one, hey, I didn't really, or at least not day one, because maybe a lot of factors could have been in the consideration. Maybe you guys are drunk, maybe you guys are out at a bar, maybe you guys just weren't in a comfortable scenario or a setting or whatever. But after multiple times, and she's not fully experiencing an orgasm, which is the whole point of sexual energy transmission. You know what I mean? We always get ours off, unless we're in a situation where we just go limp because she did some crazy shit, or we just try and knock off something that we shouldn't be knocking off anyway. Before I go too far off on the tangent, yeah, just make sure you, as a man, fuck love. You gotta get respect. If she don't respect you, that shit is over.
I mean, I feel like those go hand in hand, so that's hard to answer.
Right. Like normally, if you're really attracted to someone,
Yeah,
you would think that.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Like 5 as far as looks, or like
Yes.
Nah, the 9.
The
yeah,
9.
yeah.
Okay.
Number 2.
Okay. Choosing the 5.
Yeah.
And then this one's a little bit different, but guy number 1, who would be your
Deja trying to get her guts. She's trying to get dug out. You dig me? She said, "Fuck all that bullshit. I need to get dug out."
husband making $60,000 a year, or guy number 2, who would be a sugar daddy that gives you $15K a month.
The husband. Yeah, I'm not into all that stuff, so just the husband would be fine.
Guy number 1, 60,000 isn't too bad.
Okay. So you'd rather have the committed, loyal husband versus the sugar daddy side piece type of situation. All right.
Oh, that would be nice. But I think Long term, probably guy number 1.
Okay.
Yes.
I can make 15,000 a month, so we're gonna go with the husband.
The husband?
Rather, like commitment and
Okay.
family.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. Oh man. Okay, so either husband making less or sugar daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, both good. Both, like everyone wants a husband, but also wanting a sugar daddy. Man. You know, I'm gonna go with the husband.
Okay.
To be honest.
Guy number 1.
So you choose the husband and the commitment versus a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
The husband.
Husband?
Yes.
Yeah, because the sugar daddy, he's expecting something from you. You know, it's not
Yes.
just giving it. All right, guys, that is all I have for this video. If you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you like this style video and want me to continue bringing women on my channel, let me know what you think down in the comments.
So yeah, her name's Courtney Ryan. I love her content. I just seen this video on my feed. I was like, yeah, this is like my first ever reaction video. So I was like, yeah, let me break the seal and do one to this video. I paused it at a very awkward moment, but yeah, I believe she's married, but yeah, she's super fire, and she has a very distinguished like prestige to her show. It's like very classy, very clean cut. You know, I dig that sort of thing. But yeah, that's all, folks.